All right, Frederick, why don't we pull this thing off? Well, now it's 11 a.m. Switch on the light is a waste of energy, yeah?
Do you know how much water is wasted by leaving the tap running when you and your family brush your teeth? About 80 litres, or a bathful a day. So, imagine how many bathfuls we could save in a year.
甲烷菌不仅居住在消化槽和掩埋场，事实上，它们也住在动物的消化道里。每一种家畜生长时都会产生甲烷，而其中牛只放屁所排放出的甲烷量却远高于猪、羊或者是鸡。你知道1公斤的牛肉，它的碳足迹究竟有多少吗？答案竟然是14.8公斤的二氧化碳。这跟我们开71公里的车，二氧化碳的排放量几乎是一样的。
由地层不断的下陷，专家估计到了2050年，荷兰有超过50%的面积都将位于海平面以下。因此呢，荷兰他们从40-50年前开始就已经扩大展开了防洪计划。
The storm floods in 1953, an event still engraved on the collective memory of the Dutch people.
1953年，荷兰遭遇世纪大水患，因为飓风侵袭，海水倒灌，荷兰将近5万栋房屋被洪水冲毁。这场大水夺走了1835条人命。
Million people will live in river basins, drawing out an unsustainable amount of water. In South Asia and the Middle East, much of China, and parts of Africa, more people using more water means there won't be enough for everyone. And what they do have will be increasingly polluted. More than 2 billion people in urban and rural areas of poor and middle-income countries didn't have access to decent sanitation in 1990. That figure drops to about 1.4 billion in 2050, still too high. In 1990, 1.2 billion people living in poor and middle-income countries didn't have access to treated water. By 2050, this figure will drop to under 300 million, though their water is still not always safe to drink. In India, China, and much of Africa, increased agricultural runoff from farm animals, fertilizers, and other chemicals will increase water pollution. More people living in larger cities will further strain inadequate sanitation systems. 3 times as much polluted wastewater will flow into rivers and lakes, making people sick and killing fish, plants, and animals.
Did you ever yourself bring sweaters or jackets in because it was so cold?
Occasionally, I have to admit.
Even Donald Ng says shopping used to make him shiver. Now Hong Kong's Secretary of Energy at the city's Environmental Department boasts that many of the city's malls, like this, the high-end International Finance Center, have pledged to turn the thermostat up from a crisp 18 degrees.
The range that we have set is 24 to 26 degrees Celsius on average. The reasons for that is that, according to some international studies, normally most people will feel comfortable, and I'm sure that you don't feel particularly hot.
The reason for this rise? To lower electricity use, energy bills, and greenhouse gas emissions.
Electricity consumption actually.
It is 4:30 in the morning here in Causeway Bay, one of Hong Kong's busiest shopping precincts. And as you can see, the streets are virtually empty. Empty of people perhaps, but there's still plenty of light. Light from the storefronts, light from the street lights, and light, of course, from the giant neon signs for which Hong Kong is so famous. But that light is also seeping into the bedrooms of thousands and thousands of Hong Kongers just trying to get a decent night's sleep. To the title of one of the world's most densely populated cities, you can now add the city with the most light pollution on the planet. That claim comes from the University of Hong Kong. After taking millions of light readings across the city over the course of more than 2 years, the university has come up with some startling numbers.
Hong Kong is one of the most wasteful cities in the world, sending more than 13,000 tons of rubbish to the landfills every day. One of the major sources of waste comes from our dining tables. Jackie Wong has more. Christmas, a time for celebration. After a year of hard work, Hong Kong people will reward themselves and their loved ones with big gifts. And of course, a big feast. Shops everywhere are tempting you to indulge in another Christmas with a dining table overflowing with delightful dishes. But another Christmas pudding down the bin may just deepen a problem that the city is already struggling with. Hong Kong creates over 3,000 tons of food waste every day, one of the highest in the world. The issue is even more pressing since we are running out of space to put them.
Our waste generation is all the time increasing. So that means in 8 years' time there will be no more landfill space for our waste to go. But we do not have any other treatment technology.
Well, Mr. Wong, what do you think of wasting energy?
Wasting energy, well, it's a big issue, Polo. I'm quite glad that you asked that question. Well, I think about that as an evil, of course. Human beings live their life for so long. We've lived our lives for so long, but we have not very seriously thought about the seriousness of this problem, I think.
And what energy do you think is used?
Which kind? You mean what kind of engine is used?
Any kind.
Just like sometimes we turn on the lights, but we didn't remember to switch it off. And sometimes we also turn on the air conditioner, but it's not necessary because the temperature is quite low. How about you?
Sometimes we can use the staircase, but we always use the lift for going to another place. I think it is also a skill of energy.
Okay. Hey Patrick, why don't we fold this thing off?
Oh no, just keep it. For next time,
you'll be hungry, you can eat.
So, if you don't need to use it, close it.
Well, we can use fan instead of using the air conditioner. The bell is ringing, let's go packing.
Okay. Hey, your water.
Yeah?
Your water.
What's the matter?
Drink it.
Why?
Look, you only drink a little.
Why?
Yeah.
Alright. Well, I can feel more.
Oh, it's flowing away.
Throw it away?
Yeah.
Well, put it away. Like that. Let's do it like that. It's not waste, huh?
Okay.